Hi guys, welcome to my channel for another video. If you have not seen my previous video, so please check the description and click on the link to see the video. Hello friends, in this video we'll go ahead and create this create action function to create the product to our application. So if you have not seen my previous video, in our previous video we also did create action here, you see. So once I do click on create, you see it route me to my login page because the create action require a user to be authenticated. Okay, so let me my password. So you do see here it has only one field, but for our product create function we'll have multiple field here, okay, to create. So here if I say some items category could be, let's say put pins, okay. So I'll click on create. So you see it's in the alert box, you said the bin has added into the category list, so you can see it is there, right? So the same function we are going to build for this create action for the product, okay. So then we'll also provide the authorization authentication to perform who can perform what, okay. So let me go ahead and stop this application, and then I will go ahead and start build create action function. So I'm gonna going back to my Visual Studio. So here click on stop. Let me make it big. I will go ahead and open product controller. Under the product controller, I will go create a new function. So I'm going to copy. Let's do here. Put this function name is as create, right? So when we are going to create a product, right? We also need to create two more classes. You remember or not? So we did create inventory class and then p images class because I want to create an inventory class for the product that we are going to create. And also a product could have multiple images. So for that reason, I want to store those images under under p images classes. So then we need to send these fields to view, so then we can use those fields to store the data to our database. So let me go ahead and create a view model class for this product, okay, for to create a product. So let me go ahead, open our model classes, and under that model classes we have a view model. Here I will go ahead and add a product view model class, okay, the name as product view model class. Click on add here. So here we make it as public, okay. So go ahead and copy the properties. I'm going to pasting the code here. So now you do see I add product class here. So then we can use product fields from our product view model classes. Okay. And then here we have to go ahead and install the packages for select list item. So go ahead, install, go to our NuGet, and then click here and click on install. Click apply, click accept. Let's go back to our product view model class again. Click on here, and then here click this. So now you see we have add the dependency over here for the select list item. And from here, what happened, we can allow user to use a item from our category list. And then for iForm file, we also need to add dependency. So go ahead and add dependency here. You can see we add it here. And then it will allow user to upload multiple pictures at the same time. And then here we have a inventory class. So we can use fields for our inventory class from product view model. So we also add our p images class here. So then we can store the URL for the picture. Okay. So now we have all the fields that we need for our product view model class, right? What we are going to do, we are going to use this product view model class and send the view for our product view model. Okay. So go back to our product controller. We will go ahead and remove this line, and then we're going to instantiate product view model class here, right? So let me go ahead, type product view model. As you can see, we type it here. I'm gonna go ahead, open a curly bracket here, and then from here I'll go use our inventory class. Inventory. Okay, now we're going to have our image class right there. Okay, click new images like this. Okay, and now, so now here I'm going to get the list for the category. So type category list equal to context dot category dot to list. Okay, because we are getting the list and then we are selecting one item from that list, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click dot select. Okay, select. I'll go ahead and use lambda function. Okay, and that should be new select list item. Okay, and then we'll open a curly bracket, and here we'll get text. Okay, and then value for that text. Okay, string. Okay, so now what happened, what we did, we are getting the list for the category class, and then setting up a item, the select item for one item. Okay, so we are getting the name for the text and we are getting the ID for the value. Okay, so now also if you see it is showing error for you, what you have to do, you have to add a line over here. It's saying using Microsoft.ASP.NET Core MVC render. Make sure this line is there. Okay, because you need to add the dependency for the select list item. All right, so now what we're gonna copy this and then send to our view. Okay, all right, so now what we have to do, we have to go ahead and add view class for, add view for our create actions. Okay, so right click on add view, click add, and then change the name as create and click add again. So now we have a view for our create function. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead, copy the code and then paste it code here. So all right, so I did paste the code on our create view. So here let me go ahead, add the model. Okay, so I'm going to type model, and this should be our model classes dot view model dot product view model. Okay, so we add this line. So let me go click build. Okay, so we'll check if there is any error or not. So if there, then we would see it here. So let me go ahead and run the code and then show how the view looks like for our create view. Okay, so here you see the page. So we'll go ahead and click on product. Okay, so you do see a create product button. So once I click on it, then it will take us to our create page. Okay, so let me show why it is taking to our create page. So let me go back to my product controller. I'll go click on go to view from our index. So I'll load the view. So if you see here on the top, I did mention that if user click on create function, then this link will take us to our create action method on product controller. So now we do have a create action method here with the view in our product controller. So when user click on that link, right, when user click on this link, it will route to our view page for our create. Okay, click on create, and now we do see a view for our create. Okay, so you can, so we have field name and then the input. Okay, so we creating like one row for this and one row for this, one row for this. So let me go back to our code. So here you do see a div class, right, the padding all. So this is a CSS class which I implemented under our CSS folder for CSS, right? So here you can see I implement padding all and then the padding all white. So it means like it's just having a padding in between two deep, okay? Padding in between two deep. So now what happened? If you do see, let me make it bigger. So here we creating a row, and then under that row we have a one column with size is 10, and then we are submitting a form to create a product, right? So here this form and the form action item name is create, and this form will allow user to upload multiple pictures. So that's why we put multi-part, and then method is post. Okay, so now for each field we are having a one row, right? One row, so which would be a, in this row there would be a field name, right? And then the input for this field. Okay, and then we have how many field? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 field. So we have a 7 row like this, right? One row, then another row, and then another row, and then we have a field name and then the input for the field. So here you do know we are getting a uh, field from our product, right? So what is happening here, if you go down on the bottom for the category, right? So you do see here you can select the category, right? So where we are getting this list, we are getting this list from our category list, right? So here, if I go back to the controller, we are storing this list under this category, and we also allow user to select the item from that category, so then our system can remember which item user selected. So let's go back to there. Let me make it a little bigger so then you can see whole thing for this field, the category, right? So and also this we're also doing validation here. So if you didn't see how validation is working, so check my previous video. You will understand how validation is working. Okay. So now this I explained the category. We also have a row for description, and here we have a row for image. So here the user can upload multiple pictures. So here you can see the input type is file, and then the it allow user to upload multiple pictures. So let me show you what it means. So let me make it a small. So you do see this field right with the image, right? So I can click over here, and then I can select multiple pictures and then click OK. And you can see the 5 parts that I just attached here. So we also do have a field for purchase price, and then field for the quantity. So quantity means like when we are going to create this product, it will tell how many product we going to have for this product. Okay, and then here you can see we have a row for our back to list and the create function. So if user click on back to list, it will take user to our list for the product list, and then if they click on create, right, it will post to our create function. So what we're going to do, we're going to build post function for our create. So then when user click on create, it will go ahead and it will go ahead and call this create function, and then from the create function we'll go get the data from the view and then create a item into our database. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next tutorial. Please do share, like, and subscribe the channel. Thank you. Bye.